Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Big Ryan. Hi. Welcome back to Satisfactory. I have done a lot of fucking work off camera on our Satisfactory factory. And I am going to tell you all about it, and then we're going to figure out what to do next. So in case you're new here, my plan is to try and beat Satisfactory in the next 8 days by September 18th, probably by September 17th. Why? Because 1 calendar year ago, I started this game, and I love it, but I'm not going to stream a game for more than a year. That's a line that can't be crossed. That's a line that just cannot be crossed. It's too much. Too much. So, we have to beat the game in the next 8 days, 7 days. Of course, I'm only streaming a couple days during that time, so it's going to be really close. But we are on completing phase 5. You know, we're getting through milestones. We're doing it. And I'm also doing some stuff off camera that is kind of less exciting, so that during stream we can maybe do a couple more exciting things. Nayrist says, press X to doubt whether or not you're going to get it done by September 18th. If I see any X's in the chat, you're all getting banned. Here's what I did off stream. That's a fucking X in chat. Here's what I did off stream. One, last time on stream, we like doubled our nuclear processing plants. But then I came back and I did a bunch of work, and I realized that I needed to double my uranium fuel rod production. That's actually the last thing I did right before I stopped playing. So we're currently still having power problems because our production has dropped to 35,000 instead of 44,000. So I've doubled our uranium fuel rod production in the hopes that that will keep the nuclear power plants running. We'll see. I took our crystal oscillator factory, and I did not double it. I did not triple it. I did not quadruple it. I quintupled it. I don't know where they are. Where's our crystal oscillators? They're probably way up above here. Right here. I made it pretty fucking big. We used to have 4 machines making crystal oscillators. We now have 20. It's enormous, but we do have the crystal oscillators that we need. We need crystal oscillators for like radio control units or something. I don't remember. I don't remember why I doubled it. I just remember that I absolutely fucking doubled it. Of course, that caused a problem because now we have no reinforced iron plates, but oh well. I ramped up our FICSIT ingot production by greatly increasing our Caterium ingots and our SAM. I even tapped a brand new SAM source somewhere over here, right here. So we now have twice as much, 3 times as much SAM being turned into SAM fluctuators, etc. I also, oh, this is kind of cool, actually. Hold up. I also, where is the like screenshot folder? There it is. I also built some remote outposts around the map to do something for me in this game, which is that we really need time crystals if we're going to make all of our base be basically like Mark 6 belts and conveyors. But the problem with that is we only make so many time crystals, and but time crystals are very easy to make. And I'll be 100% honest with you. I got this idea from a backseating YouTube comment, but when I read it, I was like, wait, that's actually an amazing idea, and it will make my life 100% easier. So no backseating, but you did, on the other hand, say a really good idea. So here's what I've done. I went to the very far corners of the Earth. Not the Earth, but, you know, this planet. And I built some things that are just, like, taking coal, turning them into diamonds. Taking diamonds, turning them into time crystals. Taking time crystals, shoving them in a dimensional depot. So I did that in 2 different locations so that we have 1 million time crystals in our dimensional depots, which means that I can now go through and basically, like, convert all of these to Mark 6, which is what I was doing, which I have not managed to do, but I was doing part of that off camera. So you did a little mining off camera. I did a little bit of mining off camera. I think that's everything. Tony says, oh, you're validating a backseat comment is just beginning to open the floodgates. I know, it sucks, but oh well. Here we are. So that's where we are. What do we need to do right now? I don't know. I thought one of the things we should probably do is redo our complete fucking to-do list. This to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen is, like, useless right now. And I feel like we should just get rid of it all. Let's get rid of it all and just start scratch. Start from scratch. What do we need to do? So, oh, I didn't save it. Let's figure that out.
Have you done redacted yet?
Have I done redacted yet? So the funny thing about that is I can't know because I don't know, you know? You know? I did turn a lot of my factory. Look at all these beautiful white lines. It's like lines of Coke across the entire factory. I did turn a lot of my belts into Mark 6, but then I ran out. And that right there is where I decided that I needed to add time crystals into this little machine, because isn't it beautiful? Tell me that isn't beautiful, chat. Don't tell me it's not beautiful. It is beautiful. I thought you weren't doing hard drugs. Cocaine isn't really a hard drug, is it? That is a joke, by the way. Just to be very fucking clear. Holy cow. A Mark 6 line of cocaine coming straight for your nose. Don't do cocaine, kids. Anyways, I've done a lot of this running around the base recently, just upgrading literally everything to Mark 6. That's why we needed all those time crystals. It's the only way we're ever going to get upgrades happening at the rate they probably should. Or the rate I want them to. I don't know that they even need to happen, but... But it looks so good when they do happen. Look at those. I can't imagine a more high-strung, anxiety-ridden Ryan than a coked-up version live on stream. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons I will never be doing cocaine, but that's... I don't have the right energy for cocaine, that's for sure. Welcome to stream today, by the way. I guess this is what we're talking about. I do not think I got the right energy for that. I'm kind of tempted to just run around and convert everything to Mark 6, but that's just not an efficient use of our time, and that's frankly what I'm trying to do off stream, but whatever. It's just so satisfying when they glow like this, you know? It's just so satisfying. So, what do we need? We probably need to... Let's check on the milestone that we're currently working on. We need to, you know, compile a lot of that. That means we need to make this machine at the top here. And we need to figure out the whole new... There's a bunch of new recipes we need to figure out, which are going to be a little complex as well. So, let's go look at... I think it's turbo motors and whatever's after that. Turbo motors. So one of the consequences of the... all the upgrading I've been doing is that a lot of our machines have been running for a long time, so our stuff is kind of full with... We have a backlog of a lot of things. Is the H on the wall for Meg? It absolutely is, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, let's just go ahead and just take that. That will work. Done. Boom. Okay. You're giving it Ada an aneurysm with all that waste? Waste? What waste? Oh, the stuff I just threw away? Yeah. You're right. You're right. That's what happens when you upgrade stuff from Mark 5 to Mark 6, is that happens. What is the... Don't remember. Is it RCUs? RCUs. Ooh, I don't even have RCUs going into a... storage thing yet. Did anybody see the new game that Kurzgesagt in a nutshell is releasing soon? The world could always go for more automated factory games. No, I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that before. I've reached the part of my factory game playing where I am simultaneously... oh my god, I forgot to mention one other thing. Where I am simultaneously very much enjoying myself and ready for a break. Both at once. Okay, so one other thing. I did also, when I had to go like to the upper end of the map to go get these time crystals, I also spent a lot of time collecting. Not a lot of time. I spent some time along the way collecting a ton of power shards, power slugs, a couple summer sloops, a couple Mercer spheres, and a couple hard drives. So we should get some alternate recipes today as well. Don't do that. Chuck summer sloops in first. And this, then that, then power it up. Anyways, chat, what do you guys want to talk about today? What's new? What can we talk about? What's new? We had a really awesome cross-country meet last night. Like a ton of our athletes PR'd or like ran their season best, basically, which was really exciting. Really proud of them. Some big personal growth moments. Wampa just adopted a stray kitten. Oh my goodness. Does the kitten have a name yet? Adopted a stray kitten. Do you have a cat already? Are you gonna have to do the like awkward combining of like introducing and seeing if they get along situation? We were thinking about naming the kitten Fancy Nancy. Oh my god, that's a great name. Fancy Nancy. Chat named Wampa's Wi-Fi is the kitten next. Fancy Nancy's a great name, for sure. For sure. We need to select recipe, do the other one. This is going to give us 1,000,000 power shards, and I'm so fucking excited. The problem is we don't really have the power to deal with 1,000,000 power shards because I'm hoping this production goes up here in a second because we just delivered a bunch more uranium fuel rods, but we'll see. We didn't have a cat until now, but that's because I'm allergic. Wait. What are you going to do? You're allergic? What are you going to do? This cat's going to be like trying to sleep on your face. We're like, sorry. Yes, I should probably put all of these in an awesome sink. What are you going to do? Sneeze, probably? My daughter had her first day of preschool last week. Oh my god, how old is she? Our daughter goes to preschool, and it's simultaneously a huge joy and also the source of all of my sickness. But also, like, a lot of her joy. Like, nothing is better than getting a photo from preschool that Elle is having an amazing day. Weird topic, not sure it would go anywhere. Creative writing tips for GMing a D&D campaign. I am not your person as much as I wish I could be your person. One of the things we need to do is increase aluminum, because this is not fast. We do, luckily, have some extra aluminum. Or sorry, some extra RCUs still being kept, but I don't really feel not comfortable, but I don't feel qualified to give you D&D DMing tips. Just because it's such a different method of creating. It's so more collaborative. I'm not I've done a little bit of DMing, very, very little. I DM'd a one-shot, but not comfortable enough with it as a art form to have tips for you. I'm still in the needing tips part of the process. She'll be 5 this year. Bye, Joyce. Good to see you. A few months off the cutoff for kindergarten. Amazing. I'm one of the rare ones that never went to preschool. I don't think I went to preschool until right before kindergarten. Actually, I think at kindergarten, yeah. Okay, so you guys are just not working because of aluminum casing, probably, right? You've got casing. You've got casing. I can't tell your little banner is in the floor, so most of you guys do not have aluminum casing. So one of the other things I did do is I probably need to really speed up the... Yeah, here's our aluminum ingot situation. It's decent. Could be better. A faster belt isn't going to help. We need to produce more. But I think the problem is probably related to this aluminum scrap. It take 90 per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 90 is 900. We could hypothetically run 3 more machines if this belt was 100% full all the time. And I know it's not full because 1, this belt isn't full. And 2, I have not converted the entire factory to Mark 6. So that won't happen until all of these get converted to Mark 6. Which is not something that I can do on today's stream. It's just not fast enough. So we're going to have to deal with this aluminum output for now. We could summer sloop this shit to try and get a little bit more aluminum. May not be a terrible decision. If you're going to summer sloop it, I think you should power shard it. Make sure you get as much of the benefit as possible. I don't know if that actually makes sense, because these 3 machines will take up the bulk of the resources, though, which I think is good. I'll put out 300 per minute? Jesus Christ. That will definitely help. I've never played or seen this game. What's happening? Don't worry. Nobody who has seen or played this game even knows what's happening. Don't you worry. Basically, I'm building a factory that has to turn this planet into resources. Were you here for Dyson Sphere program back in the day? Is it too early for in-game thoughts on this? Things you wish you did differently at the beginning? Oh, no. It is not too early for that. Yeah. I wish I understood verticality much earlier. That's the big thing for me, is I spent all of this space running around without Blade Runners, without the ability to move very fast, and I built everything just in, like, sprawling, horizontal ways. I wish I understood foundations right from the beginning. I wish I built vertically more often. I wish I understood that power shards could be multiplied using a single summer sloop and a constructor. I would love to see what this design would be like if I could have perfected it from the start and known, like, I didn't need these little bounce pads on the back. That's all wasted. I probably would have left a little bit of space for maybe a second belt of some materials. I don't know that this is an amazing design, but it's still a design I'm really proud of. I would like to try and play the game in a different way eventually, where I play, like, not in one central bus, but in sort of like sub-factories that make things, because you could definitely do that. Yeah, I have nothing but regrets in this game. Absolutely. But I also am really proud of, I think we've like flexed in the right position in most of the right ways. I am not doing this because it's the best idea. I'm doing it because it's an idea I'm obsessed with, which I think is cool. I think that's cool. It feels like we have an identity, you know? Does OSHA apply? Workers' comp definitely does not apply. It's true. This is Minecraft Redstone, the game. Yeah. It's like Apex Legends meets Factorio is the other thing. It's a game with a weirdly amazing movement system. Okay, this is producing... Oh my god, did we solve it? This is producing enough aluminum ingots. Let's do one specific thing, which is go up here and make all of this. Because this all-clad aluminum sheet is showing... sorry, aluminum casing is slowing us down. So let's do this. Let's specifically increase the Mark 6 speed of input and output from this and see if we can eke out a little bit of extra efficiency from our aluminum setup. And then we can avoid having to completely redo everything. What's Factorio? That's the... Factorio is the first... factory game I fell in love with. The crazy shit, we should go down a level. Crazy automation game. Did you unlock the elevator? It would look nice here. Yeah, I did unlock it. Unfortunately, it has a height limit, and it does not play nice with my my very tall tower. Unfortunately, the elevator does not get high enough for the tower. It goes up like a small portion of the... This is aluminum for something. I don't remember what, though. This is for the other... Wait. Yeah, this is for all-clad aluminum sheet. So we'll upgrade this real quick. I picked a different beginner starting point, so my game had a different feel. So Dreamweaver bought this game because you saw me playing it? That's awesome. Isn't it a fun game? How far into it are you? Okay, let's go down one more level. Right here we need to upgrade. Yeah, this is the aluminum ingot in. So that needs to be marked 6. Hopefully that will prevent some of this slowdown. And then we need to go find the radio control units and see it. Regret sums up my playthrough as well. I think this is a hard game not to have regrets on. Yeah, I mean, it's just like you can't possibly... You're made to not have the... you know, you're not going to have the tools or the knowledge to make wise decisions. Holy shit. Until the end, you know? Holy crap. Counselor Sarah, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What the hell? That's so sweet of you. Thank you. We get some hearts in the chat to say thanks. Thank you. Counselor Sarah, if you got gifted a sub, make sure and say thanks. I saw Girodine got one. Let's go. You have to choose between decision paralysis or regret. I love that. Thank you, Counselor Sarah. Dreamweaver says, I'm 180 hours in. I unlocked phase 5. I'm having to build out the abilities to make the objective parts. Wise decisions. Do they allow those in Satisfactory? Not in my playthrough. It's an amazing game. I mean, I love the problem that factory games set you up with, which is like, you don't have the capabilities that you will need in the late game. You don't have the capabilities or the technology that you will need in the late game to make things efficient, and yet you still must make decisions that will lead to that efficiency or inefficiency. It's crazy. You gotta... Okay, so this should be much quicker now. That does not look very fast. Yikes. Okay, let's double check. That's Mark 6, but that shouldn't matter. You're Mark 6. Okay, I think it's all working. It's just... So right here, we're not producing enough. So we need more machines right here. That's what's going on. This is slowing up. But these are not producing fast enough. 90 per minute to 60 per minute. We need to build a couple more of these. Did you by chance see my message? Let me scroll back. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Do you mean an email? Let's see here. I think I did see it. No, what am I thinking of? Was it an email? I donated on your stream and sent a message. Oh, I'm super sorry. 1 second. Our donation settings have been a little funky recently. Let me take a look. A really long time ago. Okay. I may have missed it. What did What is the gist of what it said? Sorry, I'm trying to look. Oh, I found it. I just found it. I'm sorry. Silly story. I love your Subnautica videos. I've watched them on repeat. I just had surgery. To implant a gastric pacemaker, brand name Intera. When I think about the device, I hear your voice saying Intera to the tune of Altera. Oh, that's funny. Wow. I hope you're doing okay after surgery. Holy cow. Your lore lives on. That's such a funny funny way to have the Subnautica playthrough come back up. That's really funny. Your lore lives on. I hope you're doing well. How are you feeling? Was it forever ago at this point? Oh my god, it was 3 months ago. Holy shit. Oh, I'm the worst. I didn't read it until now. 3 months ago. Oh no. Okay, so these are taking 90 per minute. The device is the craziest thing ever. You're basically on cyborg mode now. Oh my god. Wow. We need about 13 machines, maybe 14. That's 6. If you miss one, it just goes into the ether. Yeah, but our donation settings in particular have been wrong. Like, for some reason, it's not even for some reason. I need to get it figured out. But basically, we switched from Streamlabs to Stream Elements for almost everything, and then I messed up one of the settings, and then so it doesn't get read out loud, and the alert doesn't play, and so it's something I need to figure out, but your lore lives on. Pants!
Pants!
Pants! That's 12, 13, I think. I don't know that we'll be able to keep this up, but let's do it. You're a cyborg now. I love it. Thanks for making sure I saw that message. I sent it when you were offline. I was just recovering from surgery, rewatching your videos. I felt like you should probably know. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, hi, Silburns. Man, I'm just in a good mood today.
Baby. Good evening, all.
Hi, Silburns. How you doing today? Thanks for 20 months. Let's go. Let's go. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just woke up today in a good mood. Probably the lack of snot, if I'm being honest. Crazy how much that is affected my mood recently. Thanks for taking the time to look at it. Yeah, no, thank you for the. I mean, thank you for the very sweet donation and the message. I'm doing well. Lots of work. Plus, spring is clearly blooming here. Oh, we have a Southern Hemisphere person amongst our midst. I was not aware. Was not aware. Spring is blooming. We are definitely in the. That looks a lot better already. In the fall era right now. It's happening. The first hints of leaves have started to change. They're starting to have some cooler days. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's fall, y'all. It is so fall. Counselor Sarah says you've got to be a Midwesterner. Absolutely, I am. Yep, I live in Indiana. And it's really, and I think today's high is still 80, but it's like highs recent. The last week it's been like highs in the like 73, 74 range Fahrenheit. And it has been beautiful. Is this worth power sharding? I don't even have any power shards to chuck down. Never mind. I couldn't power shard it if I wanted to. I think our production is going to go up to 40 eventually, and then eventually to 44. I'm a little nervous that it won't, but I think it will. A Michigander here? A Michigander. Sarah, have you heard this joke about Michigan? Do you know what the Michigan state tree is? Oh my god, there's so many Michigan people in chat. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I should not have started telling this joke. Never mind. I take it back. I heard this joke when I was like 8 for the first time. Yeah, it's the construction cone. It's not a very good joke, but it is a joke that has stuck with me since I was like 7 or 8. Every time I see one in a construction code in Michigan, I'm like, hey, look, it's a state tree. Yeah, they all know. Holy shit. Tactical Fluke, Dreamweaver, Counselor Sarah. So you guys are probably like fall proper. Like in Michigan, it's probably like high of 70s today, right? What's the weather like today in Michigan? I feel like Michigan gets it gets the worst in terms of the winter, but like I feel like you guys get the best of summer and fall. Wild for a Hoosier to be taking pot shots at any other state. Spoken as a born and bred Hoosier. Listen, everybody has to take a pot shot somewhere. We can't compete with Michigan. Construction cones is the only thing I've got. Let me have it. Okay, so this is still not working, but should be a little bit better. Are we limited on output? Oh, was that part of the problem? We might have been limited on output. I did not speed these up. Hopefully that helps a lot. Because this is sitting. These are sitting right here. This is a great place for us to put one of these. Michigan must be really cold in winter. It must. It must be terrible. 73 where I am right now. I'm considering moving over to legging season right now. To legging season. There's always Ohio to rip on. Yeah. And Kentucky. I feel like Indiana is always under construction. Now that I live in Indy, absolutely. It's... I love Indianapolis, but you can't go anywhere without... You truly can't go anywhere without just absolutely being wrecked by construction. When in doubt, you can always shit on Florida like everyone else. That's true. I went from Southeast Michigan to Northeast Indiana, then back to Southeast Michigan. We've gotten 3 weeks of perfect fall days in the last month. We usually get 3 days. I've been enjoying it so much. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, about a month ago, we had the worst heat. But things are looking much better right now. And I'm very happy with how it's worked out. Okay, our aluminum looks better. So, what exactly. It's not perfect, and we could certainly use more, but that's going to keep us in RCUs for at least a little bit. Speaking of which, we need to... Are we actually gaining RCUs, or are we losing RCUs? We're gaining. We're gaining, for sure. Cool. So that'll be done soon. Let's go get Sam Fluctuator. Let's put on the to-do list. Is finish all milestones. Then... I don't know. I don't know what from that. That's our first goal, is just finish all milestones. Let's go work on, not reanimated Sam, but Sam Fluctuators, which I think are made up somewhere. There it is. Torontonian sounds hilarious. Yeah, how can you say that with a straight face? Michigander has always sounded funny to me. Hoosier has, like, its own meaning, but, like, what is a Torontonian? That's, I mean, I know, I mean, I know what it is. It's a person from there, but, like, what's the deal with it, you know? That's silly. That's silly as hell. Silly Billy. Tarantula? A Torontonian sounds like a super version of Tony. Hi, Uncertain Prince. How's it going? Counselor Sarah says, are you a Margaret Atwood fan? You know what? I have never read a single Margaret Atwood book. I've not read Handmaid's Tale. I need to. What's your recommendation? What is a little indigestion? It's a dumb name I made up when I didn't think this was going to be my goddamn fucking career. Here we are, though. Here we are. Regrets. What? $1,000 would be this many. We'll just take all these down here. All those down there. Boom, that's 1,000. Should be, right? 8, 10, yeah. All Torontonians have the skill to transform into tarantulas. Number of syllables definitely adds to the Toronto charm. A Taranton? I think that's a way better one. A Tarantour is also fantastic. A Tarantour, it's like a connoisseur except of Toronto. You already passed your 5-year mark. Maybe at 10 years you can rebrand. How's Closet Pooper as a new channel name? I'm going to be real. I misread Torontonian as a Toontownian. Oh my god. Toontownian. All the Toontown fans in chat, go crazy. All right, let's see here. As soon as that's full, then we still need the... I'm just putting it off. The dark matter. The excited... sorry. The excited photonic matter into dark matter residue. We have to make this. So let's start with the superposition oscillator. Superposition oscillator. We got to start with that. We're going to call that the Super P. Done and done. It's actually number 34. Oryx and Crake. It's a post-apocalyptic story about genetic modification gone wrong. Beautifully written and thoroughly engaging. Okay. Very interesting. Hey, speaking of books, I think our book club is... Carly, forgive me if I'm blowing up your spot here, but I think our book club vote is going to start today for our next book. As soon as Carly gets her shit together, as soon as our beloved moderator Carly gets her shit together, we're going to have a vote for our next book club read happening in Discord. If you're not already in Discord, exclamation Discord. Counselor Sarah, I was just thinking of this. Come join our book club if you want. We're gonna have a vote over the next couple days for what book we're gonna read next.
Hi, gamers, Leland Hart.
Hi, how's it going? Our last couple books we read Housekeeping by Marilyn Robinson. We just finished Kamigawa Food Detectives, which was a lovely little light beach read. I don't know if it's actually a beach read, but it was lovely. Ryan, let me tell my manager to fuck off so I can make the posts. You know what, Carly? No, let me tell your manager to fuck off. Who do they think they are managing your real-life job when I'm here asking you to do a fake job? Who do they think they are? Who do they think you are paying you real money when I ask you to volunteer? Oh. Paying you real money, just barely. Just barely. Counselor Sarah says, I'm in. Let's go. All right, we got to make some super piss. Those come from Quantum Encoders. I saw a message in chat that I didn't actually get the chance to read. Super P. Where is it? Where is it? I missed it. Is what I do after drinking too much. Quantum oh my god, it's fucking enormous. Okay, we do not have enough flooring down, that's for sure. This is going to take so much power, too. We're going to have to go extra nuclear with our power, aren't we? It's freaking huge, dude. Holy shit. Let's just move it over more. Let's move it over even more. Line it up on this corner. Now you do what exactly? You do superposition oscillators, which require crystal oscillators. Excited photon. Oh my god, look at the little beep boop markers over here. Requires dark matter crystal, which we don't have. Oh shit, I should probably have done something else first. Shouldn't I have? This is why we're here. Got to figure out what we need first. Diamonds and then excited dark matter residue. But dark matter residue is only made... How? How do you make it? Can I make it from anything that... From fucking... Reanimated Sam? So I think what I may need to do instead is actually make... Let's put it in order. Dark matter residue. Then make dark matter crystals. Then super P. I can do 1. I can do 2. I can then do 3. The problem is there's leftover dark matter residue, so we're going to have to figure that out. No, I still need excited photonic matter, which I have to make. So excited photonic matter is just made. What does this mean? Excited. We're going to call it excited P matter because I like... If you call it P, then it sounds like penis. So we're going to call it excited P matter. Oh, boy. Hi, Uncertain Prince. I'm ready to hype the next YouTube installment of my favorite OG Zelda game, Majora's Mask. Let's go. I got so excited to see that you were online because I didn't even look at what game you were playing. Now I'm completely hooked on the game. Oh, my God. This game is nuts. You can encode quantums in one of those bad boys. Yep. Yep. Excited P matter sounds way worse. It sounds painful, TBH. I can't wait to see this machine work. So what we need you to do is actually not that at all. We need probably just a converter. Can I just check that you can just make this out of nothing? You can make it out of nothing. My P matter gets excited when I super P. Do we have an exclamation cams already? Well, congratulations, cams. Oh my god. This game is so powerful, I can't even type in Twitch chat without it lagging my computer. I figured it out. Holy shit, this game is... It's gonna set my PC on fire, especially because I haven't been dusting it. I'm gonna have to, like, close my extra tabs and stuff. Extra Chrome tabs. Can I get an exclamation cams in the chat? You girl boss too close to the sun and got a command. It's true. Okay, so actually we need dark matter residue, which is here from reanimated Sam. So this is actually... dark matter residue. We'll call it dark... Oh boy, it doesn't fit. Dark matte res? Dark matter res. There you go. Do I need one or do I need multiple? I probably need multiple, but we'll go with one for now. We don't know how much we need of any of this shit. I also don't know how my power is doing and if we're about to add all this stuff. Production is up to 36,000. Consumption is dropping a little bit. We could have a power issue today. It could absolutely happen. This takes reanimated Sam. How did it get reanimated Sam? Did I chuck my reanimated Sam in there? I think I did. I just knew my command was going to be something ridiculous. Listen, you're ridiculous. It's just how it works. I feel like Cams is actually not ridiculous. I feel like Cams is actually one of the more like level-headed members of chat. But here we are. Sam fluctuator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cams is an accountant, and that's her command. Yes, Evo, that is almost exactly the thought I was having. It's like, I feel like Cams is actually out here, like, on the, like, nerdcore, you know, like, slightly more... Yeah. Cams is an accountant. That's exactly right. That's the vibes. That is not going to fit. Okay. Then this is a liquid, so we got a problem there. Makes 100 per minute. How many do I need? Fuck if I know. The junction there. Pipeline Mark II. Beautiful. Raise your hand in chat if you're keeping up with what's happening on stream today. Like in-game. No, that's the wrong one. Duh. Haster's on board. Nick's on board. Evo's hand is down. We got a couple people. There you go. Hell yeah. Whoa, it's got a really satisfying little loading animation. I didn't know that. So 53. Will be dark matter res. Honestly, the only thing I picked up on was that something was just created out of nowhere, which contradicts the laws of conservation of mass. Yes! Basically, I will do my best to sort of explain a little bit what I think is happening here, which is that I think basically in this game, the further you go, the less likely anything is to obey the laws of physics games. Uh-oh, that does not look good. Why does it look like that? Or the what I'm used to from other factory games. Or frankly, from the world. Like what I'm used to from the real life world. That's not gonna fit. Like I feel like the later sorry, what I'm trying to say is I think you get later into the game and this game is and this game being a little bit of a meta factory game is like, oh, don't worry, it's even more complex than that. Mrs. Phantasm Mutation says, lost track of what was happening in this playthrough somewhere in the second stream. Thank goodness for the vibes. Clipping why? What, this? GD Ballistic. Don't go ballistic on us, okay? It's going to be okay, I promise. It ain't going to affect the working of the factory. On the other hand, why is nothing going? Are you working? This is the least of Ryan's issues. Oh my god, that's because that's not connected at all. What is that? There it is. Let's go. There it is. Okay. We have a little bit of dark matter residue. Perfect. Now we need dark matter crystals. Comma. Uh-oh. So 35. This is going to be crystals. I barely wait. I think I understand what dark matter is. Is dark matter the same as antimatter? In the real world, I use real there with like dark matter Chris's. Dark Matt Chris. With like kind of quotations because I don't know that we've ever dark matter and antimatter are not the same. Antimatter I'm familiar with. Dark matter, no, I remember. Dark matter is the like, oh, I was just learning about this. Dark matter is the like potentially 70% of all of the matter in the universe, theoretically, right? Antimatter is if it contacts regular matter, it annihilates each other, basically. Dark matter is the like almost, I don't even know how to describe this. The like fog that is existing behind and beneath the universe that is like 70% or maybe 80, I don't remember what the number is, of the actual matter in the universe, according to calculations. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so somehow we're turning that into residue. That makes no sense. Somehow we're crystallizing it. That makes no sense. Cool. Great. What's that going to allow us to do? No idea. Wait. We should probably read the description of it. Produced as a byproduct of quantum encoding processes and alternatively generated in the converter, various fields of science are still debating the nature and properties of dark matter. FICSIT has found several applications for it in space-time manipulation. Concentrated dark matter residue isolated within a crystalline vessel, this form of containment allows for utilizing dark matter reliably in other production processes. Okay, well. None of that was a description that gave me much, but Dark matter is just there should be more stuff than there is. And they gave a name to the stuff that should be there but can't be detected. Yeah. The hypothetical invisible substance that constitutes the majority of the universe's mass but does not interact with light or other electromagnetic forces. Which is such a great description. Shout out to you for that description. That was well done. One sentence. You're such a fascinating person. Didn't you get your degree in literature? Take a shot. Creative writing. I do really love space, though. I do really love space. And I've spent not enough time, but I do really like to read about space when given a chance. So this is just the residue plus diamonds in a particle accelerator. We will build one of these because I don't know how many machines to put online for any of this stuff. Except we're going to have to move it farther over because this converter is in the way. And then we will... dark matter crystal... Do that. Do that. Beautiful. And... Ooh, I didn't build it. Done. Have you played or streamed Kerbal Space Program? I played Kerbal Space Program for a couple minutes back on my laptop in 2017, and it made my actual Mac laptop overheat. I don't know that I've ever told that story on stream before. The first months of me getting into gaming as an adult, I had played basically Pokemon and a couple other games as a kid, but I hadn't played games in forever. I saw a Factorio thing on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm really interested in playing this game." And then so I played that on my laptop, and it worked. It ran because Factorio, at least at the beginning, does not require that much processing power. And then I saw a Kerbal Space Program video, and I was like, oh, I want to play this. And I downloaded it, and my PC, my little laptop could not handle it, and it overheated, and I never got to play anymore. Factorio is beautifully optimized. It is. It is. Shout out. I don't know that you can necessarily say the same thing about this game. I don't know. This game is doing an entirely different thing, so it's not like it's... I'm running around in a full world shooting shit. I don't know that it's not optimized. I just have had 40 frames per second for forever at this point. All right, we need diamonds and we need dark matter residue. Kerbal's such a wild game. I learned so much about how orbital mechanics work from getting into that game. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of it. That game is so interesting. Mostly, I feel like what I have learned from Kerbal Space Program is that orbital mechanics do not work in a particularly how should I phrase this? What's the word for they don't work like you would think at first glance. Like so much of Kerbal Space Program, when I first started playing it and when I've watched a couple videos, is the speeding up and slowing down of your orbit in order to... Oh, man. in order to like increase the way. Sorry, the speeding up or slowing down of your orbit to increase the height or increase or decrease the height. Or do I have that backwards? I don't remember. Yeah, like not intuitive is the way I would phrase it. Like not particularly intuitive. Everything is in circles. The way your predicted path changes with speed, you mean? Yeah, I think so. I just remember really struggling to dock something in orbit. Really, really struggling. To be like, oh my god, to line this up is like backwards math. In order to go faster in orbit, you need to slow down. Explain that to me. Rocket science is not intuitive. Who would have ever guessed? In order to go faster in orbit, you need to slow down. My brain is failing to comprehend that right now. But failing to comprehend was exactly the state of my brain when I played the game. So radius of your orbit is proportional to velocity. Radius of your orbit. So aka distance from the center of the Earth or from the surface of the Earth, from the planet. So the closer you are, This is you. I don't have to play fucking Kerbal Space Program because you guys are giving me the experience of it right now, which is that. Let me try real quick to think through it. To me, now I don't know if I'm thinking of the backwards way backwards or if I'm thinking of the backwards way correct. I think what I learned from Kerbal Space Program is that the closer you are to Earth, the quicker you are traveling. Because kind of the quicker you are falling. That's a bad way of phrasing it. Because my head hurts, and I certainly cannot do this and play Satisfactory at the same time. This is... Okay. Nobody knows has already answered it. Hold up. In orbit, the faster you go, the higher you are from the thing you are orbiting. Okay, I was wrong. In order to speed up, to go around the Earth faster, you need to... Nope, maybe I did have it right. You need to slow down, aka get closer to the thing to a lower orbit. This is why I did biology and not physics. This is why I did counseling and not math or physics. This is why I did creative writing. More gravity means you have to go faster to get away. We need to move on because I'm trying to cook and the science is drawing me back. I would be down to try not Dyson Sphere Program, Kerbal Space Program at some point. At some point, I would be super down to just freaking nerd out for a week and try it. I can't wait to disappoint you when we play it, is basically how I feel. We need diamonds here, right? It's diamonds. Please tell me that's diamonds. Did I choose it correctly? Oh yeah, that's diamonds. Okay, good. Burrito Salad says, this is why I became unemployed and not anything. It's going to be a whole new set of war crimes in Kerbal Space Program. I wish they had Kerbal Space Program, like, except for dummies, you know? I need Kerbal Space Program for idiots. The book. Oops, I put that on the wrong line. People say I don't care about the aesthetics. I am going to convert this so that it looks better. A little bit better.
Let me into a voice channel on Discord and I'll give an entire impromptu lecture on orbital mechanics on stream.
What we need is the stream thing we're talking about maybe doing someday, where people can give PowerPoint presentations on the topics that they love. Thanks for the 100 bits. Nobody knows. I think Kerbal Space Program 2 is supposed to have better tutorials. Holy shit, Counselor Sarah, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. What the hell? Thank you. That's so sweet of you. It's very sweet of you. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? Counselor Sarah's headed out. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for a beautiful introduction to my morning. Thanks, Counselor Sarah. If you get a chance and you want to participate in book club, make sure to hop into Discord. We're going to vote about it in there. And I can't type Discord in chat because it's going to break my PC. Can one of the mods hit us with can somebody hit us with exclamation Discord in the chat? We don't have enough dark matter residue. It's not being produced fast enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Counselor Sarah. Okay, so this is dark matter crystals, which we should chuck onto a belt here, and we should do the old adding it to a dimensional depot. I don't know what we need it for, but we have enough Mercer spheres to make them, so let's just do it anyways. Smart splitter. I hope that works. It was overflowing with this thing, so it turned yellow. Cassie, how are ya? How ya doing? What's good? Are people getting excited for Halloween? Our neighbors have already put out some Halloween decorations, and I'm like, okay, all right, we are ready. I don't know that I'm that ready, but hey. Evo's ready. Cassie says, I'm good. I'm working, trying to squeeze in some Silk Song when I can. So you did play it. I wasn't sure if you were... I hadn't seen if you were playing it in Discord, and I know with your Hollow Knight journey being a little bit more recent, I wasn't sure.